It is our understanding that they've gone with a 4-5-1.
Well, the lone striker has to be prepared to do some of the work himself, but essentially he needs two of the three central midfielders to make runs beyond him and trust that the wide men can service the penalty box and make those link-up runs from out to in. He should get plenty of support with this setup.
And we're underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, this guy, Alexis McAllister, is someone whose stock rose dramatically due to his exploits with the national side. But he's someone I see as a born footballer. I mean, he can play the 6th position, he can play in the number 8 position, but I feel he's probably best suited to the number 10 role because I think he has that creative edge, he has that craft, and that's where he should be used to greatest effect.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Cook. Souffert. Scott. Hill. Adley. Wirtz did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Van Dijk. Aim forwards. McAllister. Gravenberg. Gravenberg, gently done. Oh, nice touch. And it's Salah. Oh, great play! Wirtz! He can get that clear. Simple. Szoboszlai, played out to the right. Applies the finish! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Really well cleared. Eva Nielsen. Oh, good spread. Could move up a gear here. And here's Tavernier. And that was very necessary. Gets it away. Tavernier has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Chance and a real let-off.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
Tavernier. Jimenez. Hill. Senesi. Cook. Moved on forwards. Scott. Tavernier. Szoboszlai producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Wirtz. He can run onto that. Kerkesh. Can he finish? They've scored! And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Truffert. Shoots! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Adley just denied by a lick of paint. We're talking centimetres.
Mohamed Salah. And the shot! Magnificent! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! 2, and we've barely begun here. He gave it plenty and some, thrashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
So that's 2 now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Cook. Adley. And here's Evan-Nielsen.
Evan-Nielsen really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Ekitike. Truffert clears it away. Cook. Jimenez forwards and with intent. Cook. Senesi, and that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Evan-Nielsen. Ball's played through. Truffert picks it up now. Header! Mohamed Salah. And it's played forward. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Senesi. 2 down already, a nightmare start. Evan-Nielsen. Adley. Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Adley brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
And here's Evan-Nielsen. Played out wide. Plays it. Oh, great header! Great effort, he flew in with courage.
A good attempt. The ball was at a...
And it's been given away. Looking here to chip it through.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
And it's Truffert. Oh, that's nice. Frimpong did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Gravenberg shifted upfield. Cook, and the keeper's got it again. Senesi. Scott. Tavernier. Cook. Over to the left. Scott. Hill. Cook. Adley. Jimenez. Adley. And the shot's on. Evanilson!
Will simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Truffert. Evanilson. Mohamed Salah. Oh, that's a nice ball. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Spread out to the left. Tavernier. Oh, shooting chance! McAllister. Gravenberg. Oh, he's fizzed it forward. He is through here. Wirtz. Crossed into the box. And he's there to get it away. Now it's Adley. Tavernier. Gravenberg wins the duel this time. Well, they can break here. Aim forwards. Is onto it in a flash. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Senesi. Soboslai does really well to win the ball there. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Scott, gently done. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Senesi forwards and with intent. And it's Adley. Out to the right. That's tidy. Adley. Shapes to shoot! Mohamed Salah. And the counter is on. That has been cut short. Scott. Truffert. And here's Tavernier. Adley. And here's Evanilson. Szoboszlai. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Wirtz. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Tries to get it clear. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Truffert. Serves up and he shoots! Kerkez tries to clear. Szoboszlai, and it's played forward. Truffert cuts it out. Moved on forwards. Senesi makes the interception. And it's Truffert. Cross deflected behind for a corner. They've played it short. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Tavernier. Tavernier played out towards the right wing. Oh, such a clever touch. Konate with the clearance. It'll be a throw-in. Goes for a shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're up in the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Scott with the short one. Scott, a chance to play it in. And it's Scott. Cook. Takes the shot! No, not quite.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
McAllister. And it's played forward. Wirtz. Lovely feet. Ekitike! Ekitike! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
And not just close, agonisingly close.
Hill, gently done. Cook. Tavernier. Scott. And here's Evan Nielsen. Evan Nielsen played out to the left flank. Oh, it's come loose. Ball's gone out of play. And he decides to cross it. That had too much on it. Calmly anticipates. Tavernier. Kerkez. Van Dijk. Gravenberg played up towards the front line. And it's Wirtz. Jimenez. Truffert. And that has been clubbed away. And reclaimed it in a trice. It's a quick ball upfield. Van Dijk. Szoboszlai. And it's Salah. Mohamed Salah goes for the shot!
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Truffert. Tavernier. Gravenberg, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Kerkez forwards and with intent. Now who's going to be first to this? Adley. Probing pass. Neatly clipped into space. He has found the way through. That's really well manoeuvred. Mohamed Salah. Kerkez. Now it's Wirtz. Wirtz! Can he deliver? And it's played in here. Keeper's dealt with that. Cook. Hill. Truffert. Senesi aim forwards. Hill gets across to intercept that. Truffert. Scott. Well read, nice interception. And it's Szoboszlai. Ekitike, here's a shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
Ekitike usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can though.
Jimenez. Hill shifted upfield. Tavernier. Cook. Nice physical challenge. And it's Kerkez. Wirtz. Kerkez. Oh, it's played into the area. Lovely, now then. Szoboszlai! Split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's a clearance, but not much of one. Out for a throw. Deftly away. Out again for a throw-in. Wirtz goes on a run down the left wing. Cleared away.
True fair.
Senesi. Reaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Through fair. Can he get onto this? So who's he picking out? Out to the left it goes. Hangs in across. Great chance! Great effort, beautifully taken.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Petrovic, one ball by the goalkeeper. And it's Soboslai. McAllister. And here's Wirtz. Hill. And it's played forward. Tavernier. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Danger averted for now. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Evan-Nielsen. Evan-Nielsen spread out to the left. And out it comes again. Mohamed Salah. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Petrovic is there, and he can get that clear. Oh, easy pickings there. Konate. And it's Tavernier. Scott. Tavernier. Over to the left. That is lovely. Looking for a decent ball in. And here's Tavernier. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Kerkez moved on forwards. And that is a little undercooked. Played back to the goalkeeper. Cook. Jimenez. Tavernier. And here's Evan-Nielsen. Played out to the right. That is a brilliant interception. True fair. Senesi. Cook. Hill. And it's Adley. And here's Tavernier. He's pulled him up for that challenge. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Here's the header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. been won straight back. Tavernier. Eva Nielsen. Oh, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
But they should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Scott. Adley. Cook. Jimenez. Adley. Muscular approach does pay off here. Frimpong. And it's Soboslai. Wirtz. Oh, good spread. Brilliantly cut out. Chance here to counter. McAllister. Van Dijk aim forwards. McAllister. Played down the flank. Oh, perfectly measured that. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. It's a good-looking delivery. Szoboszlai. Gravenberg. That's really well manoeuvred. And there is the half-time whistle. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here. But there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
Thank you for your cooperation.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And it's Kirkes. Kirkes. Szoboszlai. Frimpong. Oh, sweet feet. Out to the right. There are a few waiting for it. That's very neat. Hit into the middle. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's hoisted clear. Adley gently done. Can he spark a counter here? Cook played into space. Great defending, strong and determined. Ekitike. And it's Wirtz. Wirtz. Oh, this is a terrific run. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Senesi. Scott. Aim forwards. Moved on forwards. Truffert. Senesi. Truffert. Pass interception, his positioning was spot on. And now the breakaway. Ekitike. And Here's Soboslai. Chance for a shot! That was mighty close. So here comes the substitution.
Number 22. Coming to replace him is
Cook.
number 19.
Scott. Senesi. And it's Kluivert. Truffert. Kluivert. Truffert. That's been slipped through. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Soboslai getting this one clear. The pressing's intense and it's paid. Takes a shot!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Clearly not happy with that. Kluivert. Kluivert. Truffert. And here's Tavernier. And here's Adley. Cook. Scott. Soboslai is fouled. Senesi. Truffert. Kluivert. Tavernier. Out towards the flank. And he's there to clear it. Tavernier. Wirtz. And they can counter here. And it's Adley. Kirkes. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Ekitike. Adley. Van Dijk. That's a cute ball. Great ball if he can get there. Scott. And he cuts out the supply. Van Dijk. Konate. Konate laid out to the left flank. Kirkes. McAllister. Szoboszlai. Ekitike. And it's Frimpong. Ekitike. Ekitike! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Scott.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Wirtz. Van Dijk. Konate. Oh, can he get onto this? Well time, excellent interception. Jimenez. Adli. Adli providing an outlet on that flank. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Cook. Scott. Cook. Scott. Spread out to the left. Kluivert knocks it out wide. Kerkez gets it away. Great defending, strong and determined. Kerkez forwards and with intent. Ekitike. Szoboszlai. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Adli. Big chance! Decent enough try.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
We expected better, and so did he.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Szoboszlai does really well to win the ball there. Chance! Oh, it's come loose. Kluivert. Senesi. Truffert. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Scott. Kluivert. And it's Tavernier. And here's Adli. Adli, oh, good spread. And he's fouled him there. Now, this is interesting, he has already had his name taken once.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Yeah, and he's dodged a big one there. He has to be squeaky clean from here.
Tavernier! And it's been taken short. Truffert. Cross needs to be good. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Wirtz. And here's the chance to counter. Ekitike. And it's Wirtz. Kerkez. Wirtz. Mohamed Salah. Cook. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. That's really well manoeuvred. Cook. And it's played forward. Jimenez. Adli. Konate clears it away. Van Dijk. Is onto it in a flash. Cook cuts out the pass. Well, that could spell trouble. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Kerkez shifted upfield. And he's there to clear it. Nicely intercepted. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Out towards the flank. Jimenez with the cross. It is a corner, good chance. Tavernier, and it's Jimenez. Well, that looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. Well, he's playing innocent. He has every reason to. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, he's asking for trouble, Peter, and with this urge to nibble away, I think the ref is spelling it out for him now.
Tavernier! Scott plays it short. Climbs up big! Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play, plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Crossing. Oh, what a climb! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Cook. Senesi, aim forwards. Out to the left it goes. Caresses it through. And it's hoisted clear. Looking to break at pace. Van Dijk. And that's really well manoeuvred. Ekitike. Frimpong. Szoboszlai. Tavernier wins the duel this time. And it's Salah. Szoboszlai. Well, the pressure is relentless. It's a very, very high press.
Yeah, because it's all about winning the ball back at the earliest opportunity, a trigger by one player for the others to follow and designed to force opposition mistakes.
Jimenez. Now he's off and running. Tavernier. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Ekitike. Do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Ekitike! And that's off target.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Scott. Scott, gently done. Senesi moved on forwards. He's in space and looking for options. Aimed in towards the centre. It's a mighty effort! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Kerkez forwards and with intent. Long ball looking to counter. And it's played forward. Keeper's got good distance on that. Well, that's well seen too. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And the keeper has it. Tavernier. Kluivert done delicately. Adley. Kerkez. It's a sharp pass. Ekitike. Wirtz! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
And things are starting to look awfully cosy. Jimenez. Scott shifted upfield. Truffert. Nice control. Tavernier. Over to the left. Through it. And it's Truffert. Truffert gets a cross in. It's run loose here. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Punched away. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Scott. Tavernier. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. So what can they make of this? Kluivert. Truffert. That's good play. Adley has got himself a free kick. Tavernier! And the ball's come loose here. And it's Kluivert. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now this could be a chance. He's got away. Decent chance! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Really well manoeuvred. Hill. Tavernier. Lobbed in behind. Frimpong. Van Dijk. Aim forwards. Kerkez chasing after it. Adley did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Easy deception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Adley. Adley. And he shoots! And they are right back within touch! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? And back to the keeper they go. McAllister. Konate, forwards and with intent. Ekitike. That has been knocked clear. Proves too strong. Truffert. Chance here to counter. Tries a deft little ball. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. McAllister have it back and can go again. Konate. Alisson sends that a long way. And the counter is on. He could be in here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Quality ball. Ooh, delicate chip through, and he cuts out the supply. Hill. Jimenez. Jimenez, gently done. And they can counter here. That's been drilled forward. Cleared without complication. And it's Soboslai. Into the channel. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, but it had to be.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Araujo. Adli. Scott. That'll be a throw-in. He's found a way through. Frimpong. Moved on forwards. And claimed it back swiftly. The referee's awarded a free kick. Soboslai! Stop it going in. There's the shot! It's anyone's ball now. Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt. Surely! And he's heaved it away. And it's Kirkes. Great run on the overlap here. Plenty waiting in the middle. Adli. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Tavernier. And it's been played through. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Alisson, long ball by the goalkeeper. Well, nicely intercepted. Cook. That's really well manoeuvred. Adli, and it's lofted through here. Time to deliver. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. A chance to play it in. And it's Scott. It's a loose ball. Wirtz. Mohamed Salah. Gravenberg. Konate forwards and with intent. Hill. Long ball upfield. Araujo. Tavernier. Out to the right. Played back in. Now it's Kluivert. Scott. Adley. Cook. Scott. Wirtz. Wirtz. And here's Adley. Adley! Oh, it's come loose. Real chance! Another big chance that gets away. Four added minutes on the board. Hill gets over and intercepts. Cook. And it's Adley. Araujo. Konate gets rid without sophistication. McAllister is onto it in a flash. Ekitike. Wirtz. Mohamed Salah succumbs to the pressure. Scott. Wirtz. Senesi. Aim forwards. Adley. He is just caressing the ball. Adley. Frimpong attempts a clearance. Gravenberg shifted upfield. Ekitike. Wirtz laid out to the left flank. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Now it's Wirtz. Clipped into space. And it's Soboslai. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Soboslai cannot be that slow, and it took the sting out of the break, and a big chance wasted.
Oh, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. And here's McAllister. Oh, smashing header! Defending of the desperate variety. Soboslai. And he thumps it clear. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer. Your reflections then, Jim?
Inevitable in terms of the result, but that doesn't tell an accurate tale. This was much closer than it should have been. They really dug deep.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Ladies and gentlemen.